Give me a wing wag. There it is. Congratulations, Steve. We got the full sequence. You nailed the node. Nice work.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was good.
I'd been practicing at home alone for the start of the season.
Anyway, here's my box. Was it beautiful? No. Was it all in the box? Probably. Was I on top of everything? Yeah. I think so.
I'd done my best, but man, did we fix a lot of things when I got some coaching. So this is day 3 of acro camp. I didn't do much filming the first couple days because I was just hardcore into it. We got Luke and Justin back there doing their walkarounds. This trip was after AirVenture 2023, like immediately after. Luke and I departed as a 2-ship formation to Iowa, direct from Oshkosh. I'll explain more about what we were doing in Iowa in a minute, but regarding Osh, it was very challenging to fly the Fisk arrival this year. And I was glad to have my friend Katie on board to help with that because it did not go smoothly.
I'm catching this guy and I'm going 75. I'm dying. I really tried to do the right thing.
We took over 2 hours to fly the arrival, partly because...
Oh, okay, everybody on final, go around. Everybody on final, go around. Detail, go around for me. I've got somebody who looks like landing opposite direction.
There's a lot to unpack and that's going to be its own episode. But for this one, let's get back to camp. We wasted no time getting into it upon arrival. Each of us do 3 20-minute flights per day, and Luke is working on a very complicated sequence. The way this works is the coach sits on the ground from the vantage point of a competition judge, giving real-time feedback. Aaron also records an ongoing monologue that we can review later.
So you did very well. The only 2 things that we need to go back and rehearse on figure 3, the half flick, and figure 7, the half flick. You went back to 300L muscle memory, you pulled too slow, so the aircraft ascended and broke the line. It didn't jump and snap. It pitched up and it climbed a bit and then departed. You need to move that elevator faster on those 2 half flicks.
This is my first time flying in a marked box. Well, at least there are 3 of the 9 markers. In this case, the grain elevator represents the back center edge. So there's definitely enough to work with there to keep myself oriented within the box. You can see one of the markers here. They're pretty big and quite obvious from the air. I'm working on the Sportsman Nolan sequence for 2023. This sequence in the RV-14 is challenging because the controls are quite heavy at the speeds I'm flying at, and of course I'm flying left seat and trying to roll left with your left arm isn't ideal. Okay, so that is some post-acro sweat. Aaron has us working hard out here. Yeah, that was 3 flights today. Intense. Good workout though. Oh, Justin's up there now. My left arm is destroyed.
We're on. Luke's out. As goofy as this looks, this is a look. This is a vibe right here. And here goes the hat here.
Sun's out there and we'll get you.
I'm 8-9 hours a day out in the sun with this thing, so.
Right, we gotta look like tattooing people.
That's right. Okay, Luke, cleared to the box, no observed traffic. We'll see you on 2655.
So that's the box frequency, and Aaron also monitors the CTAF as the air boss. And he's got us staging like clockwork. I'm about to launch to loiter outside the box, waiting for Luke to finish up. And because the box is right beside the runway, I'm leaving the fun switch on for the entire camp. Aaron has a badass airplane to go along with his badass trophy wall, and that's all a part of what we'll cover in the dedicated episode about this. Another highlight of the trip for me was taking young Luke for his first aerobatic ride. So I really didn't know what to expect heading into this trip, but it was an honor to be able to hang around with this crew. I learned a ton from these guys, and I'm proud to be able to share a small sneak peek into the world of competitive aerobatic flying. Everybody had different levels of experience, different things they wanted to work on.
Yep.
I found it interesting how you were able to get right to what level you needed to be at and then get right into the minutia.
I think as I told you on your last flight, I've been on both sides of the radio many times. I've been in coaching and I've been in the box getting coached by several different trainers. And here comes one. There's Chris.
There goes Chris.
You gotta love the background noise. You gotta love it.
Chris had joined the camp on day 3 with his pits, and he sat with Aaron through one of my final flights. Here's the end of a sequence run through, jumping in at the end of figure 9, the Humpty Bump, with a quarter roll on the down line.
Now get that quarter roll. Look at the box, look at the runway. There you go. Good heading. Check your speed, check your power. You have a moment. Okay, and go. That's a nice pull through. All right. Drop the nose a little bit in that half roll. Give me a wing wag. There it is. Congratulations, Steve. We got the full sequence. You nailed the nose. Nice work.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was good.
Yes, sir. I mean, there's always little things to work on, but dude, that was our first contiguous run through it. No brakes. That was smooth, too. Nice work. Nice energy management. Some good figures in there. Been working on that for 3 days. And it just came together. Everything just snapped and came together.
My left arm is toast.
And I'm happy for him. That's a huge hurdle. John always talks about the 3 continuous steps to developing aerobatic. You know, first is the figures, then the figures in groups, and then putting the sequence together. That is not an easy topic. I am tickled pink for him. And you know, he's going to get out of that cockpit humble as can be, sweating head to toe, beat, but he knows he finally pulled it off. He was a little frustrated last night, so I'm happy for him. I am really happy for him.
Okay, just one more orbit to set up on base here.
Okay.
Classic. I had my card upside down. Managed to fix it during the turn.
So Luke, he just made it through. No interruptions, no zeros, a couple of heading things, but he just rolled through it, top to bottom for the first time.
Classic rookie mistake. I had my card upside down for half of that, and I changed it during the turn.
Okay. Hey, we all have those moments. We've done worse things.
So in the full episode, I'll share the progression as well as some of Luke's flying. But for this episode, I want to cut back to April, when I had Luke come out to do some training with me to work on the figures, and ideally we were going to try to put everything together in the box, but the weather completely sucked. I've also got an episode coming where Luke gets checked out on the Harvard. But anyways, we did not get to do a ton of flying while he was there. We did get figures worked on individually, but not putting it all together. So that was something I had to do alone, and that's what I want to share here.
Okay, so it's coming up on my spot. Inhibit ESP. Toronto, hello, Foxtrot, Charlie Golf Alpha.
Charlie Golf Alpha, Toronto.
Hey there, how you doing? I've just left the Hamilton control zone, looking to do air work in this area, 3 to 6,000. Currently squawking 5371, and I'll stay within 3 miles of present position for that.
Charlie Golf Alpha, 3 block 6, VFR is approved. Altimeter 302 on your identified 3500.
Charlie Golf Alpha, thanks. Warm up for a second here. Alright, so there's my building reference to my box. Judges are the little set of 3 perpendicular to the other 2. I'm going to try from the other side today. All my practice this week has been coming in from the left, or whatever, I mean. Anyways, I'm going to come in this way. The wind today is from the west. So that makes sense because I'll be flying into it. And this will be the first time orienting myself this way for the box. Let's see how this goes. Get to 4,000, slow down to 85 and loiter. And then do my box entry and see how it goes. I'm gonna use my level button friend here while I...
This actually works really well.
Echo Delta, Toronto Center, altimeter 3020.
3020 Golf, Echo Delta. Boy, that is small when you look at it from here. I feel like it might be too close here. Now let's see what happens.
So disclaimer, it's going to be sloppy, but this was early practice.
No, that's good. I'm in the back. Okay. Oh, shut it.
Pull up.
Oh, my heading. Power. Off heading already. Not brilliant. I can cheat the heading fix in the loop here. Alright, that's heading. try to really do a 4 count. Head vertical. 1, 2, 3. No way, 4 feels too long. I don't know. Firewall. Let's go right.
Caution. Center.
More than 45, I don't know, I didn't look. Power back.
Not available. Pull up. Traffic.
Firewall.
Traffic.
Hold it down.
Available.
And roll. Raise that top rudder. Heading. That was just ugly. Right in the corner. Flying away from the judges, yes. Now get around, get vertical. Okay.
Pull up.
Load it and then pull. Am I still in it? Yeah, still in it.
Available. Caution. Sink rate. Traffic not available.
Right at 3,000, that's pretty cool. Wow. Was it beautiful? No. Was it all in the box? Probably. Was that on top of everything? Yeah. I think so. That is a workout, man. I feel like I was still in the box though. For all of it. I'll have to take a close look at that to be sure. Anyway, there's my box. Those roads. I don't think I want to run the whole sequence. I just want to go do some spins, get those spins dialed in. Change tanks. I didn't look at 160, that's so hard to look. I did get firewall. Ease and pull, I did that, power back, power back. Yeah, I tried to count to 4, but I checked it out. I think I got to 3 on the hammer, so I'll have to look at the numbers. I think it was true though, I wasn't going super fast. I think when I pulled out, I looked and I saw 130. I think it could be 150 when I pull, because I can bleed that out while I'm pulling so I don't exceed 160 on the recovery. I think Ryan said they usually do 15-minute runs, and then, you know, you just can't keep banging on it, right? You gotta sort of do it, debrief it, fix it, do it again. No point doing it 6 times in a row and exhausting yourself if you're sloppy. I feel like I was on board. I randomly chose the direction of the competition turn, though. I should have looked where I was in the box. That may have put me out, I don't know. So I gotta plan that probably in advance. I think I had a direct headwind in the box today, though. Although maybe not, it was more northwesterly, not direct westerly. Yeah, so it was a quarter and crosswind in the box. Really curious to see what my track does for that.
So please ask any questions in the comments about things you'd like to be expanded on in terms of aerobatic flying. Lots of great content coming from what we shot here. There's also lots of great IFR stuff coming, and the AirVenture arrival for 2023 is going to be quite an episode because lots happened on that one. Until next time, keep your flight chops sharp.